Now let's cover the left side operator console items. There are two 12-volt accessory plugs on the console, one at the far end near the dash and the other one at the other end of the console. A cup holder, and the headlight switch. The headlight switch is a 3-position switch. One position is for the off position, the other one is the running lights only position, and finally the headlight position. Next we have the left side mirror adjustment controls, the right hand mirror adjustment controls, and the transmission gear range selector. When using the transmission gear selector, the brake pedal must be depressed before selecting a gear range. Also, when changing from drive to reverse or reverse to drive, it is highly recommended that the neutral position be selected in the middle of that change. The 110 volt power switch turns on the power to the 110 volt outlets if the coach is equipped with this option. Push the top of the switch to send power to the outlets and push the bottom of the switch to turn off power. The tag lock switch locks the tag axle steering in the straight ahead position. Press the upper half of the switch to lock the tag steering cylinder. When this is done, the check info telltale lamp flashes and the alphanumeric display on the speedometer will display tag lock. When the coach reaches speeds of 15 miles an hour, the alphanumeric display on the speedometer will stop displaying the tag lock message. When the coach reaches speeds of 10 miles an hour or lower, the tag cylinder will remain locked and the alphanumeric display on the speedometer will display tag lock message again. The tag lock cylinder can only be unlocked by pressing the lower half, or auto, of the momentary switch or by cycling the ignition switch. The mud and snow switch allows the operator to increase the traction on the rear drive axle on extra soft surfaces like mud and snow by slightly increasing the permissible wheel spin. The ATC ESC telltale light will blink continuously when the mud and snow system is active. Press the switch to turn on and press the switch again to turn off the mud and snow feature. Turning off the ignition also turns off the mud and snow option. The lower part of the switch is used for the ABS diagnostic blink code retrieval. We will cover diagnostic blink code retrieval in another course. The fast idle switch increases the engine RPM when the park brake is set and the transmission is in neutral. Fast idle is used for engine warm-up, air pressure build-up, and allows the charging system to increase its output to keep up with the electrical demand of the lighting, entertainment system, and the heating and air conditioning system. The tag axle unload switch is used to increase the traction on the drive axle by transferring more weight from the tag axle. Press the switch to dump the air in the airbags on the tag axle and press the switch again to refill the airbags with air. The rear rise switch raises the back of the coach for maneuvering the coach over objects that are high or for steep driveway angles. Push the switch at the top to raise the coach and push again to lower the coach back to normal ride height. The level control switch changes the ride height of the coach. To raise the front and rear of the coach to a higher level, push the top of the switch. To lower the front and rear of the coach, push the bottom of the switch. The normal ride or recover switch will raise or lower the coach back to normal ride height. Push the top of the switch to return to normal ride height. The switch blanks allow for the addition of new switches in the future. The left side front blind switch raises and lowers the left side blind. Push the top of the switch to raise the blind and push the bottom of the switch to lower the blind. The right side front blind switch raises and lowers the right side blind. Push the top of the switch to raise the blind and push the bottom of the switch to lower the blind. The emergency park brake release valve allows the parking brakes to be released even if the air is not available through its normal source. Push and hold the button down to release the parking brakes. This button is to be used in emergency situations and only to move the coach out of harm's way. And lastly, the front junction box door release lever opens the outside door underneath the operator's window. Opening this door is required to access a variety of items such as the spare tire compartment door release, multiplex modules, electrical connections, and the windshield washer fluid storage tank.